Hey, where am I? Why am I not showing? Hello?
Invisible.
Why are we invisible?
We're ghosts.
Okay, but why though?
It's the ghost game.
No, it's not. Okay, there you are.
Woo!
What the hell?
Haha.
And you loaded in so far away. What?
Yeah.
So far away.
And you're just not loading in at all.
I
What is happening?
I'm here, I promise. I guess we'll just wait. I need to
Maybe refresh it. Is there gonna be two of me? Not capturing anything. That's really strange.
Yeah, it's not capturing anything.
Huh. So we're gonna talk about Digimon Seekers.
Yeah, while AJ seeks for his avatar,
You're a ghost.
I am not a ghost.
You asked too much about the ghost game.
So this is Quantumon's fault.
Yeah.
Well, I hate all of this.
You just have to make a new sword.
I might, yeah, I think I might have to. Right.
I'll give it a go. Uh,
Sure. So anyway, so
KJ.
so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Oh
Depending on where in the world you might be watching us from. My name is the Invisible AJ. I'm joined along by the not so invisible Miss Megmon.
Hi.
And yeah, so we're here with Digimon Seekers 1-7.
I'm here with Digimon Seekers 1-7.
Oh my god, even creating a new source isn't
It's not working. What is happening?
Why am I not allowed to be on my show?
Oh, because you should click.
No.
Well, yes,
But no.
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 Ah.
Yeah.
It does not exist.
But I want to exist. I want to exist. I want to live. What?
Would you like us to just be still images today because you're not working?
No.
Maybe the update has finally caught on to the fact that we're using two of it.
That's. But.
Are you behind the?
Well, the other one wasn't. I mean, this one might be actually, but.
Oh, you just don't exist. Those your one? Open it again. What have you done to me?
Nothing. You work.
I work. You don't. You gotta close your one.
This is.
We're not even live, but you know, fun to keep in the skull.
Fine. I guess I'll close mine off.
Reload it. That'll fix it. What did you get for messing with it earlier?
I didn't mess with it
You're
though.
spinning me around.
Right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, round, round, right round.
And now, my revenge by making you not work.
Somehow. This episode is not brought to you by Monster Ultra Strawberry Dreams because we wouldn't want the Coca-Cola company thinking we're confusing energy drinks with digital monsters. But how is it? Is it?
Yeah. Me?
Oh, I guarantee.
Is it because you were open in another program?
I think it might have been because I was opening another program.
There you
Hello.
are.
Good morning, motherfuckers. I'm back. Oh, right. So a bit of BTS behind the scenes, not the other one.
Boys.
Yeah. Basically what happened was I was streaming through Streamlabs OBS earlier. So when I opened up just regular OBS, it 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 it, it got confused because the source was already in use.
That's all it was.
So that's what happened there. So there we go. Oh, it's good to be back.
No longer a ghost. You played the ghost game. How was it?
Terrible. It started off great. There was a lot of it took care of me. It made sure my needs were met, and then it just kept edging and edging and edging and edging, and by the end of it, I just felt unclean and used, and it just the climax was insufferable more than anything.
Well, on that note, one of our friends really enjoyed the ending of Ghost Game.
Yeah.
And I find that kind of hilarious in a way, because they've been watching it without, like, reading the synopses every week.
Yeah.
They've been binging it.
Yeah.
Such they don't have the, like, we went into every episode with some kind of foreknowledge of something and some kind of expectation of. That's one of the reasons why the ending was so crap. Oh, how's it taste?
Watery.
Buttery? Candy flossy.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
Well, I'm not getting the wild craze from it then that the
Oh no, it tastes really good, but like it's not.
I taste the sugar more than the
There is
actual
no
strawberry.
sugar.
Oh, it is. It's one of them zero sugar ones,
There
isn't
is
it?
no sugar. That's the
Well,
magic.
I taste the carbonation then more than I taste the strawberry. Hmm.
Oh. Wait a minute.
I was. I'll be honest. I was expecting a Chupa Chup in liquid form, and that's kind of what I got. But I have I taste the fizziness more the like the strawberry is there, but it's very subtle. Like it's not overpowering or it's not
I find it to
the
be more of an
source of
aftertaste.
yeah. So I was like, it's again. I was expecting like a Chupa Chup in drink form, and I know Chupa Chup do their own little cans of drink. Um, but for those who don't know, a Chupa Chup is a lollipop.
I think they're global.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't trust anyone to know anything anymore because I feel like I blink and the world changes, and like we do say often enough, like one of our housemates is only what 5 or 6 years younger than us, and they don't know
4 years.
right.
But yeah.
But like she doesn't know a lot of the stuff like pop culture wise that we know, even though the
purely
gap
because she was 3 and we were
6 or
6 or
7 or
7
whatever
when it came out. Yeah.
it's so I don't trust that like I can say, oh, a choppa and universally people go, I know that thing.
At least they're still a thing.
But true, very true. But anyway, so Digimon, I really don't know how to feel about this part. Like
it's a bit all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's fine.
This is too stressful, but it's fine. I'll do it.
Yeah,
that's the
that is the summary of the chapter. Yeah, so.
Sorry, I just a meme.
Oh well, I was going to reference it here. So so AG gets called to go to the 3D lab.
2D lab.
2D lab. Denrin Digital District.
Denrin District
Digital
Lab.
Yeah, so 3D. But it's supposed to be 2D. DD. The DD. The double Ds. The double D lab.
Double D lab, yeah, there we go.
And the translation basically said like he arrived and cried.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fair. I mean, who doesn't cry when they get called into work? But
and the way it says, first of all, it doesn't say that he's gone to Ryosenji's office. It says he has his own office.
Yeah.
AG immediately goes to DDL and cries in his office.
Yeah.
Relatable.
Yeah, I think that's meant to say he goes to the DDL and calls out to Ryosenji. I like remember that thing in the trailer we were like, yeah, this is kind of backwards.
Yeah.
I feel like that's this scene.
Yeah.
And even though it's like the middle of the afternoon or late in the evening or whatever, like Ryosenji's still like, good morning.
He's a weirdo. He likes to say Ohio at all hours of the day.
Yeah. Ohio! Amano pika me de.
Oh, don't make us sad.
Too late.
Oh.
We miss my kettle. Anyway. I
just want to preface this, but we're exhausted. So
I think we've explained.
Good luck, listeners.
Yeah, we've kind of explained over the course of the week. There's been some heavy renovation works going on in the house at all hours in the morning, and my new job, my shift for my new job is based on U.S. Eastern hours. So I'm starting work at 2 p.m. for a 9 a.m. start Eastern, and then finishing at 11, which is like 6. So, and then I'm not getting to bed till maybe 3 or 4, maybe sometimes 5 in the morning. And that's normally fine because I get up at like 10:30, I get to or 11:30.
You actually get your 8 hours in the middle of that somewhere.
Yeah, I get my 6 to 8 hours in the middle of that and get up and go to work, and it's all good. But this week we've just had renovations going on from like 8:30 in the morning, and they're continuing into this coming week from Tuesday. So when I said yesterday I'm running on fumes, I still am. I wasn't expecting these monsters to turn up today.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that like there is enough of a like just the taurine just kicks in midway.
Big shot of vitamin B apparently, because it's got 490% worth of our vitamin B per day.
Grand, so I won't have to take any more vitamin B for the rest of the week. Cool. That's not how that works, but
and B6 and B3.
Oh, I got a healthy taste of strawberry there. That was lovely. But yeah, so he goes out to Ryosenji's office, and they're basically just talking about Loogamon like
Pooping too much.
pooping and eating too much, and how he's basically
Next order reference.
yeah, and he's basically made the Tyrannomon his bitches.
His offspring.
His offspring, yeah, his offspring.
Loogamon his daddy.
Loogamon. That is not going in the episode title.
It should.
Daddy Loogamon. Oh no, no. You don't want to be. Oh no, we're not furries.
We're not. They're the ones who said it, not us.
Yeah. So basically, because of AG's because he was so excitable, in the on 1-6, the Tyrannomon that he put into the Digimon linker, Loogamon has basically become the alpha.
Yeah, even though they're adults.
Even though the Tyrannomon are adult T-Rexes and he's a baby wolf, Loogamon has become the alpha of the pack, and he's been eating their food.
Yeah.
Like it makes a mention that the Tyrannomon are wobbling.
Yeah, wobbling. I thought that was a weird word. They're just in the corner going, "Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no, this puppy is eating our food."
So
yeah, that's what Yusenji is like. That normally happens. Like the leader of the pack gets first dibs, and then they get to eat, and that's exactly what they're doing, which is
yeah. And then is the weird line. So has Loogamon become the Tyrannomon's offspring?
way around.
Oh, has
He made them his offspring?
Yeah.
Obviously, that's some kind of translation.
Oh, that's the machine
error.
getting confused AF.
Not sure what words they went for. Betas or something.
Subordinates.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
His underlings.
Underlings, yeah.
But it went with offspring.
God.
He's not even Loogamon yet.
No, he's not even Loogamon yet.
He tried to eat one of them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. He did. Loogamon tried to eat one of the Tyrannomon, which I think is like, how do you stop him doing that? Do the three just gang up on him and go no, or
no? I think Eiji stepped in somehow and pressed a button on his linker and went no. I like that when he hololizes him, he wants to pet him and fluff up his fur.
Yeah,
that's cute.
Because
he's doggo.
He is doggo. Like,
he's about the size of a husky.
Which is incredible, because I mean, I don't want to keep going back to the live action trailer, because that's only ever meant to be a
guideline.
Well, I suppose
vague
for all
impression.
An impression, yeah. And Loogamon is like pupper size. He's about the size of like a Shiba Inu or something.
Yeah, he's not a big dog in that.
No, but
they can never decide what size Digimon are, though.
No.
Sometimes you see them next to a kid and they're like up to their chest, and then in the next shot they're only up to the adult's knees and the child is up to their chest, you know.
Yeah.
It's never. It's just never a conclusive. It's like that Hulk movie where they could never decide what size he was.
Yeah. So that's
look at him.
He's such a baby.
Oh, he's such a baby. He's like a little vampire dog.
Yeah.
I do have to say though, they said he's about the size of a husky or a small wolf.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a husky next to a wolf?
No.
Really? I'll show you what a husky looks like.
Okay. This'll be fun. But like in the live action trailer, like he's about the size of like.
There's a husky next.
Oh God.
Yeah. Wolves are not as small as we think they are.
No. I'll put hold on, let me have a look for those, and I'll put them up on screen for the visual watchers, because that is quite the size difference, which makes me wonder if the writers even know what that size difference is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, these'll do. What? Oh. Oh. It's a good thing I didn't put this up on screen.
Yeah. Ah.
What? Oh, jeez, that's gross. Okay.
Damn it, Google.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like we weren't looking up anything crazy, but we just like to get these images. Hold on, I'll put the first one up now. So, oh gosh, it loaded in quite large.
Yeah.
Um,
Long picture as well.
yeah, long, long wolf. So that is a gray wolf next to a husky.
That's like a full-grown husky. That's not a puppy.
No, that is not pupper. Um, and then one of the other images was this one, where they're both happy doggos. Look at the happy. Look at the look at the happy.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, you know, that's what the description says he is like size wise, but like the live action trailer makes him look like he's what about a foot tall?
Yeah, apparently he's a meter in length as well.
Jeez.
So, like, is that from his head to his nose to his tail? Is
I
that how
guess.
long he is? They can't decide on what size he is. They keep
Yeah.
using all these weird measurements.
No, but like I mean that. So this is the template we have to work with, and at that, and if like this husky, like if this husky here is the size of Loogamon as a child level,
Yeah.
I can almost see more of how it was able to round up the Tyrannomon, rather than it being like half the size of this.
Yeah, because we don't really know how tall are Tyrannomon. Like, they're not T-Rex size, obviously. They were
Depends.
standing next to a subway train, so they're about the height of a train.
Yeah.
So they're not that big, so it just probably depends on how vicious he is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I didn't even think of the subway car. That's
yeah.
That's a good way to look at that. Good job, Meg.
Because we always think of T-Rex, you know, like.
Oh yeah, like Jurassic Park T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, they're like. And even, you know, like, Agumon is like child Digimon size, and then his T-Rexes get T-Rex kind of size.
Yeah, but even in
But
Try,
Tyrannomon
they
really
made him
doesn't.
giant.
Yeah.
That scene like where he reunites with Taichi after like Taichi's running away from Koagumon.
Yeah.
And Taichi crouches down, and Agumon is about the size of Taichi crouched down. And I remember always looking at it and going, "That's not right.
Yeah.
Agumon should be smaller than that.
Should be smaller again because Taichi is taller now."
Yeah. Oh, like it's gonna be funnier when we get to Digimon Savers and like the size of Masaru's Agumon, because he is a big boy.
Yeah.
And then like there's a Piyomon that shows up later, and he is also a big boy.
Oh.
Like yeah, not the size of, like think of Sora's Piyomon
that like flutters around behind your head.
Yeah,
yeah.
like think
Like
maybe
bird
4
size?
times the size of that.
Jeez.
Oh yeah,
Should just pick you up and fly off with you.
yeah, basically yeah. Needless to say, it and Masaru start punching the tar out of each other in one episode. It's great. But yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, like there's not a whole lot to discuss with this chapter. They match really well together. The professor is excited about that. He might be able to evolve soon.
Yeah.
But they don't know because whatever DS is.
Yeah, like of all the acronyms and the things that it over explains or over reiterates.
Yeah, like this chapter starts just with the line Abaddon Electronics and Denrin District Digital Lab. That's the first sentence.
Yeah. Doesn't abbreviate them.
Doesn't abbreviate them this time. It's not there to remind you what the abbreviations stand for. That's it. So like if you go from the ending sentence of the last part.
Yeah.
Like if this is all one chapter, if you put it together, it goes trouble starts several days later. Abaddon Electronics and Denrin District Digital Lab.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so it talks about like Digimon evolution and how evolution is the academic term to describe growth in a Digimon because like an insect, it transforms into something completely different.
Mm.
So it uses the idea of insects going from eggs to larvae to pupa to adults.
Mm.
And that's why evolution is used as opposed to anything else, I guess. Like,
Yeah, because and it works as well because they can turn into something
yeah.
like
And
could be like a caterpillar into a butterfly. But
mm.
in Digimon terms, it could be a caterpillar into a machine.
Caterpillar into a gun.
Yeah.
Um
There you go.
Ryusenji offers AG a payment bonus if he does get it to evolve to an adult level. And then if it grows again to perfect or mega, that's even better. He's curious about what kind of Digimon Loogamon will evolve into, and he says, "I'd like to see AG and Loogamon looking cool together." I'm just like, this like this portion of the story really had me thinking about what we were talking about yesterday, where Ryu Senji might know AG already.
Yeah.
I'm still worried about that because there's something he says later on, and I'm just like, oh no, this is preordained.
He's like too familiar with him, kind of.
Yeah. Um. So.
That line though.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so when Ryu Senji says, I'd like to see AG and Lugomon looking cool together. AG's like, don't say that. Don't be a bad adult that looks forward to chaos. And I'm just like, that's funny. I like that.
Yeah. Although, like in this chapter, we learn that it's not just AG goes off and does whatever and then comes back. He's been sending him daily updates and stuff.
Oh yeah,
which
and he's been getting updates.
Not opening or reading.
Well, no, he's getting updates from. It seems like he's getting updates from lots of trainers or tamers or breeders.
I don't think that he's.
But he's only opening the ones from AG.
Yeah, but he's not even opened this one today.
Oh.
But he does say that, like, he checks his notifications.
Yeah.
For
communications from you, for example.
Yeah. Calls him an important business.
Which,
is that what you were talking about?
No. Well, there's. Well, no, there's. That bit, no, and that kind of makes sense because he is doing business for Ryusenji. He's basically a beta tester for this linker, and
he's been helping him with his collection as well.
Yeah,
before that, so
so that bit made total sense. Like they've done business before. It would be they see he sees them. What I do like for AG is that Ryusenji isn't treating him like a kid. He's treating him as an adult and an equal. So I think for AG's character, that's really good so far because, we know how giddy he can get. We know from a retranslation of chapter 1 that the thing he was going on about with the money was because that the parts are getting expensive because his illegal business is such, or his illegal operations are such a red ocean because everybody's getting into it, that the price of parts are going up to make these Digimon docks and everything. So it's which I don't know how the machine translation just lost all of that context in 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so to be on that level and for AG to be like, oh, this is actually paying off. This is, I'm getting somewhere in life and things like that. I like that for him. And because Ryusenji is also like the world's leading authority on the digital world, and he sees himself as nothing more than a brat. It's a good boost for his confidence because he's meant to be the loser code cracker.
Yeah.
So I like that. And then they open up a video file for Loogamon, and that's where we get this adorable image. And the date of the video is from yesterday. The Loogamon's eating food, and they rationalize. Yeah, So they rationalize the reason an AI would have to eat is because food is in essence data and information, and even humans, we wouldn't grow if we don't consume. So we read books, we watch videos, or we study, and we grow and mature that way. So I like the parallels that it does sort of go, well, we do it. It's only natural that Digimon function in something of a similar vein. And in front of Loogamon, there are 4 plates of food, and in the corner of the cage, 3 Tyrannomon, which are kept in a multiple-headed house, are wobbling. Um, so I guess are they wobbling from starvation or from like
Fear.
fear? Yeah, is that meant
Bit
to
of
say
both.
like
They're shaking.
they're shivering because they're like scared and hungry? Um, and then the translation gets a bit weird. With would 3 Tyrannomon be too much to handle? Um,
I think that with is just in the wrong place.
it's like the Japanese from 1-6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With wood.
With yeah, so he's basically asking like, are the 3 Tyrannomon too much to handle with Loogamon? And but and AG's like saying, well, the Tyrannomon are adult level, but the younger Loogamon can hold its own. And Loogamon is we learn that Loogamon is strongly influenced by the data of dark beast types, especially wolves. And AG's like, wolves? So it's not a dog? And like AG goes in, sorry, Ryusenji then explains like how dogs are really just they're descended from wolves, but they've been tamed and domesticated.
Yeah.
You know, but like wolves will form a pack and they have a boss, and they're strict about ranking, so that's how Loogamon has become the alpha. Um that's why it's eating their food and even tried to eat one of the Tyrannomon at first. And Ryusenji's just like, oh, that's very interesting. Just like the mythical demon wolf that eats even giant gods.
So is he gonna eat the beast god of thunder?
Yeah, I did have that thought, like
foreshadowing. He's gonna eat Pulsemon.
I hope not. Or he tries to eat Pulsemon and that's how we get Bulkmon or something. Then again, I mean, one of Pulsemon's final forms, Kazuchik? No, anyway, I can't pronounce it. But it is basically like a lightning god samurai thing. This thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'll use this one. I never remember the damn thing's name. I doubt Judge's Pulsemon is evolving into Namakemon. It'll probably go the Bulkmon into Boutmon. Yeah, Boutmon would be the official one. And then Boutmon into
Digimon.
Oh, it's just Kazuchimon. Oh, okay. Right. Cool. Well, look.
Godman.
Yeah. So that one. So I mean, he's a like an electric god. You know.
Yeah, I like his rope.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. So maybe Lugamon's megaform will try and eat this thing or something. But yeah. But we've seen Lugarmon. He's kind of feathery and spiky already, so
yeah. Don't know what's next.
no. Thankfully. So
So basically, AG's having a little trouble with Loogamon because,
it
well,
doesn't obey.
it
You were
doesn't
right. It
obey,
went
and
Pikachu on him.
yeah, it went Pikachu, and it also costs too much.
Because it eats constantly and it poops too much, and
he's probably having to spend extra money for food for everything else now because he's also eating their food.
yeah.
So I don't know, he's getting paid by the professor, but when you're below a certain line of, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say he's in poverty, like he's got a place to live, he's
Yeah.
and all that, but you count your money a bit more carefully when you're in that situation, even if you have a steady flow coming in.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, this is too much, this costs too much, whatever.
Yeah.
But then
Ryusenji's like, oh, do you have a problem with this?
mm-hmm.
Like, as if, oh, is this too much for you to handle?
Yeah.
And Eiji's just like, uh he just agrees to, like, oh, it's fine, I can handle it. And then we get to acknowledging the jewel on Lugamon's head. Ryusenji is just like, oh, sometimes it even glows, but well done for noticing it. And he just finds it interesting. We don't get an answer for what it actually does.
I think Eiji said, I find it really interesting, sometimes it glows.
Oh, okay.
And then Ryusenji said, I'm not sure what to say. So
he's
kind of
okay.
being shady about it, actually.
Yeah, so we don't know what it is. I mean, for anybody
We're not sure if he knows what it is.
No. Anybody who knows Dorumon and Ryudamon will know what that jewel is because it makes Loogamon one of a natural X antibody carrier. But yeah, it's interesting that they've made a point of the jewel on its head already.
Yeah.
So yeah, so what Ryusenji's then asking, like, how does he feel about Loogamon as an AI tool? And Eiji's just like, it's too peaky to evaluate its performance. And then we get into, like, it's not that the commands don't work, it's just that the Digimon refuses to listen to them. He won't work, he won't walk.
Which is weird for something
that... yeah. Which is, yeah.
If your computer started going, no.
Yeah.
You'd be a bit weirded out.
Imagine being like, hey, Alexa, do the thing. And Alexa's like, no. Play your own Despacito.
Sick of that song. I want to listen to this.
Starts listening to Peaches. But yeah, so then we get into, oh, you don't think you can raise it? And Eiji's like, I didn't say that. It's my job. I'm still interested. I'll get it to evolve. Ryusenji then asks Eiji to hololyze it, and we get this, like, really we learn that it's big and bulky, about the size, as we were saying earlier, it's about the size of a husky dog or a small wolf, and Eiji wants to fluff its fur, but the linker's been checking Eiji's bioinformation 24 hours a day, and apparently it's remarkable data that's coming back. I mean, look at all the numbers. And then he talks about the DS value, but we don't know what that is. But it's connected to D4.
Which I don't know what that stands for.
No. And then and here's the interest there. Here's the bit where I sort of went, oh no. So Ryusenji says it's an indicator. So all these good numbers and these outputs that he's seeing from Loogamon, like, he's very happy with the progress Loogamon is making so far. And he says, it's an indicator of compatibility with the Digimon I designed. Eiji, your compatibility with Loogamon is already second to none, even compared to the best code crackers. I'm glad I was right about offering you the job.
Do you think that's him saying that he designed him specifically for AD? Because I read that as it's just working really well.
Okay, so I I
designed
totally
it,
see where you're coming from
and
there.
he knew that AG was a good code cracker, so he thought they'd work well together, and they have, and it's been a success.
Okay, and I totally appreciate that, because what it also reads as is at the start of a Pokemon game where you pick your starter, and half an hour later you talk to the professor and they're like, "Oh, you've already bonded so well in the short time you've been away." And I'm like, "Professor, I just left your house 5 minutes ago."
Yeah.
It comes across as that,
Yeah.
which just leads. I feel like it's a bit too. I don't know. I just find it fishy. And I'd say you might be completely correct, and it could just be, oh, well, yeah, I thought it would work, and I'm glad to see that I was right. But I don't know.
Like, it's kind of like he thought about offering who he would offer the job to, and because he'd had communications with AG before, he could kind of gauge
Yeah.
how it would go from his experience with him,
Yeah, that's fair.
and not so much that he already had all his vitals because he designed it against that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's the other thing. And that wouldn't surprise me if that's a plot twist later. You know, it was me all along.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying Ryu Senji is Leviathan or anything, but I just wouldn't be shocked if there's a bit more to this than happenstance. You know. So AG gets excited about Loogamon being able to evolve right away. It can go from adult to perfect to mega, right? And Ryu Senji's not sure. Apparently the DS value is only an indicator of potential. And AG had never really thought about Digimon compatibility because he's only interacted with the Tyrannomon, which are common AI tools that everybody uses, and because they're common tools, code cracker circles can help each other out and offer advice because they've all dealt with the Tyrannomon program.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like evolution is something that he wants to do. The Tyrannomon works as it's supposed to, so he has a steady.
There's no reason
pile of
to.
them.
Yeah, so there's no reason to evolve it up to Metal Tyrannomon or anything like that.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything higher or lower than that.
Yeah,
he just something that was the job that he's looking forward to do.
Yeah.
So this whole evolution thing seems very new to him as well.
And then so Ryu Senji asks like where Eiji's been getting all his Digimon from. Like has he been getting them on Grim? And Eiji's like, yeah, though it's slightly illegal in Japan. And apparently there are countries where Grim is legal.
Yeah, well I don't think Grim itself is illegal. But I think it's the poaching part.
Oh. Okay.
I think Grim itself is just a regular social network. But just like Facebook, you can have groups on Facebook that are for illegal activities.
You say that like you can, like Zuck just goes, yeah, as long as I don't see it, you're grand.
You won't see it unless it's reported, you know what I mean? So.
And then we like the network, there are no borders and laws in the digital world.
Although Grim feels more like a Discord.
Oh, that's what, yeah, I feel like Grim is like Discord. Yeah.
So there's more like private servers that you can just do content, basically. As long as it doesn't flag anything, you can talk about what you want, or you can.
Yeah. So he says, yes, there are no borders in the digital world. And Ryu Senji asks if he knows who he's quoting. And AG doesn't know, because apparently that's just a phrase that gets used around, it's just a phrase among Grim code crackers.
That's what the high school students said to Satsuki. No borders here. What jurisdiction do you have?
Yeah.
And she's like, the one that, because you're in my country, that's the jurisdiction I have.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's the same thing they said. And he's like, yeah, sure, it's a meme at this stage.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And Ryu Senji, shrugs his shoulders and asks AG what his job is again. And AG, I'm a code cracker. And then Ryu Senji replies, then you know of the code cracking team, don't you? So that's meant to be the crack team.
Yeah.
And then that's where it ends. Yeah. And it's like, oh.
Complex is the illustration according to the lovely job by the machine.
Yeah, well done, machine. Well done. So, like, nothing really happens. Like, Iji goes to work.
It's
He
a
goes to the
cry.
office. He has a cry because we all cry when we have to go to work on a
My
Monday.
dog poops too much.
And he's bullying my
He's eating
Tyrannomon.
all their food.
The Tyrannomon are just in the corner going, poor Tyrannomon. Oh, I
All
felt
three of them.
all three of them. Like, not one of them decided,
Like,
hey, we could take him.
I'm always saying that, just because a Digimon is an adult, like, if there's like
Yeah.
4 child ones coming at it at once, surely they can take it down because there's literally more of them.
You're gonna love
regardless
Cross
of the
Wars.
power.
You're gonna love Cross Wars for this, I feel.
Yeah.
Because Cross Wars takes the leveling system and puts it in the bin. Like, the leveling system does not matter in Cross Wars.
Yeah.
So I think
But
you're
the
gonna
leveling
love it for that.
system, it's not even the leveling system, it's just quantity. If there's 4 creatures coming at you, even if you're more powerful, if 4 children ran at me, I'm stronger than 1 child. But if 4 of them ran at me at once, they'd knock me over. It's that simple.
Yeah. I remember when I was younger, I was going through like a neighborhood I used to live in. Because I had to just go through to get to another place. And I was like, I could go around the long way, but I know my way through here. I lived here for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And like 4 kids, brats, absolute brats, like came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they had like fucking poles and tree branches and shit. And they were, they were just they were acting like idiots, you know. And I'm like,
acting like they're big brothers who would probably rob you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. And yeah. And then like, so I'm like, oh, okay, fine. Look, I'm not gonna, like, they're kids. I can just ignore them. I can walk away. I'll just, like, whatever. They're not worth the effort, right?
Yeah.
But like that, there's 4 of them. So when one swings at you, grand. It's a kid. You can block. You can take the stick or the pole or whatever and toss it aside. That's not as easy when there's 3 more around you also swinging, and you're trying to dodge and bob and weave and whatever. And because you're like, and kids in this country are very, well, you can't hit me, I'll have you arrested.
Street smart, yeah.
Yes, and I'm like, yeah, not when you're the one provoking it. There is a level of self-defense here.
Yeah.
But I'm still not going to, because I'm not going to smack a child because miss me with that nonsense. But it is like, you're right. Like, I mean, that's kind of like, in that situation, the 3 Tyrannomon should be able to just circle around the Loogamon and breathe fire on it.
Yeah. Or all of them just, everyone grab a limb,
Yeah. So, yeah, it's, it's just one of those things. You just find, like, it's, for myself anyway, it's not like a hopeless situation or anything. It's just like, I have better things to be doing than putting up with this. So you bob and you weave and you keep moving, and eventually they just get bored and they piss off. Like, tree branches hurt though.
I was walking through a place like that one time, and what couldn't have been more than a 3-year-old. Like the adults, well, I say adults, they were probably not adults, but they were all sitting around drinking in a garden or whatever and shouting at me, you freak, you this and that. One of the children picked up a piece of wood. 3-year-old child. Picked up a piece of wood. It looked like a door frame. Bit of a door frame. It had the pumps on it, like where you would close the door.
Yeah.
And start chasing me up the road with it. I was like, jeez. Not one of the adults stopped it. They all thought this was hilarious.
They thought it was hilarious, yeah. But if you'd have stopped the child or
taken the piece of wood off it, I'm in trouble.
Then you're in trouble, yeah. I'd have just sidestepped and let it fall on its face and then keep going. I'm like, man,
that would have been my fault too.
Why? What am I meant to do? Catch your child who's attacking me? Yeah, sorry. No, you be the parent here. I'm just going to go about my day.
So again, your power level doesn't matter in certain situations, basically.
Yeah, but it's
whatever else comes at you.
Yeah, it's kind of funny though, because I like Tyrannomon, but the idea of like 3 of them just in the corner, staying in their cage, just going no.
Yeah, it's like 3. I suppose when you're trying to not even size it up in real world terms because velociraptors,
Yeah.
but they'd be about the size of velociraptors, I'd say, and a husky.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
three velociraptors are in the corner going, "Oh no, what if he bites me?" And you're standing there going, "You're a velociraptor."
Yeah.
Aw,
You're a
all my monster is
T-Rex.
gone.
Just eat the wolf. Wolf too strong. Husky wolf too strong. But yeah, like I mean overall this it wasn't anything to write home about. I'm glad Lugamon's been hololized so we get to see it, but it still hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah, it's not
It's all
talking, it's not.
no, it's all background like, oh, he's done this off screen.
Doesn't even get a bork or a bark.
No.
Oh, excuse me.
So I don't know. I look forward to tomorrow. Maybe we'll get some.
I'm just glad they didn't put these two pieces together, two short ones.
Yeah.
Because then they'd be too long.
Yeah, no, I get that. So like from like the week of the 17th, it's going to be interesting because we yeah.
Yeah.
So gotta work out how we're going to be doing the recordings for those in between or alongside the live shows, but
Be longer.
no. Well,
I don't pops, but
we don't know that yet.
those shows, or else they're not minisodes anymore.
Well, yeah. See that? Yeah, I feel like a few of these already have defeated the purpose, but we're getting it's new. It's world building. You know, we're theory crafting. We're talking about like the ins and outs, the character dynamics, all of that stuff. So I feel like once all of that settles, the rest will sort of follow suit.
Yeah.
But this 1-7, it's fine. It's still not anything to write home about. I still prefer 1-5 over the last two parts. With Satsuki and the beach and the Espimon and stuff. That's still my favorite part so far. But I'm not put off it. I'm still looking forward to tomorrow. I'm still looking forward to like where everything picks up from here as we get to the end of chapter 1.
Yeah.
And because we still have Yulin to meet, we still have
in the trailer, so
yeah.
Even with it just being a guideline, everyone else who's been in it we've met so far.
Yeah.
So.
Even Judge has been there for like all of 5 seconds.
Yeah. He was in the trailer for as long as he's been in the chapter. So.
Yeah. And apparently does have an actual actor.
Really?
Yeah, his name is Makoto or something. It's one of those like Japanese stage names where it's like just Makoto and it's all in capital letters. Yeah. But yeah, so we still have like Loogamon will be evolving to Lugarmon by the end of this chapter, so that'll be fun. Seeing how it plays out anyway, I don't know how I feel about him evolving by the end of chapter 1.
I feel like he's going to evolve and Eiji's not going to have much to do with it. He's just going to do it because he feels like he wants to. And Eiji's going to go, oh no, I can't control this.
Yeah, it's just because, and I only say it that way because this is meant to go for at least a year. And now I know Digimon have a thing where, by the end of the first episode, usually the protagonist monster will have evolved to its champion or its adult form, right? But most other Digimon,
at the very least, it goes from a head to
a child level. Yeah, but like most, yeah, like the in training is they're usually just heads. Yeah. Its whole head is its body. Usually other Digimon media will have like a couple of other characters to make sure that you're just not backed into a corner 4 episodes later.
Yeah.
You still have other characters to evolve and develop and help out and things. So very curious to see where they go with this. Like if Lugarmon is showing up tomorrow or Monday,
Mm.
which is like the only 2 days left, really.
Yeah.
Then yeah, Vital Bracelet Digimon don't de-digivolve.
Mm.
So are they going to treat this like an anime where it's
like once he's Loogamon, he can go back
to Luga? Yeah. Or is he still like do we literally only have Loogamon for like this for part 1, and then it's Lugarmon and trying to tame that?
I feel like he'll de.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say, well, Ghost Game used the Vital Bracelet and blah, or Dreamers uses the Vital Bracelet and blah, but
this Vital Bracelet is completely different, so it can do whatever it wants.
yeah, but there's not an awful lot of dramatic tension if your partner's already War Greymon, is there? So, it's the fight.
There's not a lot of dramatic tension when he's a puppy taking on 3 T-Rexes and winning. So,
yeah, that's fair. That is quite fair. So yeah, again, I don't feel it's fair to rank this until we have the full chapter and the full context.
Yeah.
So I think we'll leave that alone for the moment.
Not on the last episode of the chapter.
Yeah, I do want to address something though. We went to read comments yesterday.
Oh yes.
And even though YouTube was saying that we had no new comments to read,
doing it now.
That was actually a lie. So I just I want to apologize to Ali Hussein, who left a comment on 1-5. They said it's a great chapter, meeting a few of the new cast. The crackers are just random people with a dock, and the Digi-police members are not D-Brigade exclusive. And Espimon is back and is now enslaved. He's also now very dead.
Very dead,
yes. So apologies for not seeing that yesterday. YouTube
just went, no, there's nothing there.
Yeah, YouTube just pretended your comment didn't exist. So very sorry about that.
Show off that artwork.
Oh yeah, I will. Yeah. So before we wrap up, we'll do a little bit of an artist alley. I've double checked and triple checked. We don't have any new comments beyond that one.
Yeah.
So I'll show off of
my likes if in there.
Oh, I have it retweeted. Okay. So Kelium, I think I have that retweeted as well, but I'll grab it if I don't. So Kelium has this awesome image from 1-3, 1-4 of Ryusenji throwing the Digimon dock into the bin and Eiji just panicking. I love the expression here.
Like,
no! Yeah, he's even like his hands on his face. He's been done a big concern, and I love this. And again, this is from X Kelium. We've shown off a bit of their artwork before. Then there's also this really good Loogamon with the Lugarmon flames above him.
Yeah.
That's pretty so cool. That's pretty fucking metal, man. That is from Gekart. And someone turned it into a trading card.
Nice.
Then, even though we have Loogamon trading card coming in in BT 14, Blast Ace, and he's not a red. He's not a red card. AG and Loogamon are like purple. Yeah.
My bunny deck.
Technically yes, but if the effects don't play well together.
Look.
There's this lovely bit of Loogamon art. Look at him. Ray would not be happy with this. Imagine that was Choo Choo Juice. But he's so cute. Look at the little tail wag.
Yeah.
This is by who also have a Loogamon as their profile picture.
Yeah, they did another one. They showed it off.
Oh, okay, brilliant. There's just so much. There's just so much good new Seekers art. I'm losing track of who's done what.
Yeah.
This awesome Lugarmon.
Dragon Encore?
Eh,
Encore Dragon?
Encore Dragon, yeah.
Their Twitter name.
Dragon Encore.
Yeah.
Okay. So why is the at?
Because that's their name. Maybe that was taken. I don't know.
Anyway.
Could be their
Pixiv handle? Pixiv. Or Piviv. I don't, whatever.
Whatever it is.
You know the one we mean.
Yeah.
That's a preview of the Flamey one by Go-Kart. Get-Kart even, sorry. Sorry. From here I read it as Go-Kart. Sorry. Then we have this happy little boy by Kono Kaijuda.
Cute.
Yeah. We have this by Evan Yang 59 Plus. Well done. Mallow, who's been doing a lot of the official art in the previous elements of the chapter, just put this nice AG together for an alternate view of 1-6.
Him sitting on the bed, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it's on.
Midnight Tension Doodle, of course it's on. So
nice when the actual artists from the thing just, doodle things.
Yeah.
Well.
So that's
fan art of their own thing.
So I think that's everything. For now anyway. If you know of any other good artwork, let us know. Post it in Discord, show it off. If you've done any projects yourself, let us know. We'll feature it. Because I'm loving all this Seekers art.
Yeah, it's great.
I do love that. Like I'm genuinely really liking that a lot of fans have taken to Seekers, and production has, the productivity around it has been very heartwarming.
Yeah.
Because I was really afraid like that, because this is like a light novel thing, that it would just get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, but it seems to be, everyone seems to pay attention to it.
Yeah, so that's good. All right, well then, I think that's everything.
I think it is.
Cool. So we will be back tomorrow. Not with the live show, even though it would be a Sunday.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. That's the fun part. This is going to go live on Sunday. So we'll be back on Monday with 1-8.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. We'll be back on Monday.
with 1-8. And
hi, Sunday people.
Yeah. So let us know your continued thoughts on Seekers, where you feel it's going to go, what you're looking forward to seeing. Have you pre-ordered the Loogamon dim card and the band for the Vital Bracelet? You gonna have your own little Loogamon to raise and ignore you? Is it going to bully all your other Digimon? Has anyone figured out how to connect a V-Pet to the Vital Bracelet? Only AG. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Much love.
Love you.
And thank you for watching as always. Like and subscribe. Become a channel member. Really helps us out. It's like
cool emotes.
You get cool emotes. You get exclusive content, and it's like it's $5 a month. So yeah. Thank you. See you all soon. And bye. And we're done.